Good morning. We're on another forestry mulching job. Today's task is partially some mulching, partially just some log cleanup. So this property here, most of the forest here just needs a few saplings taken down, but we're going to start by cleaning up this corner, taking down these guys, getting all these logs over to where they can be split for firewood, and generally cleaning up over here. And then like I said, we're gonna get some of those saplings that are up there, just a few of them. The evergreens are staying. I'm gonna move some of these logs and then clean up this whole section here into the back corner. And clean up all this little bit of ground cover here in the back. Yeah, but mostly we're gonna be moving a bunch of logs and rounds, and just cleaning up the deadfall that's on the ground. All right, let's get to work. So I just talked to my customer and she wants me to take this down. Turns out this was her childhood home, and she originally had a swing hanging from this metal bar that goes across here. And you got to see this before I take it down. This whole side totally loose. This side bolted to it. But check this out. The pole has, well, the tree has just grown over the pole over the years. So we're gonna try and get this down and see what happens. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. The pole just slipped right out of the tree that had grown around it. Oh, all right, back to work. had a little lunch break, and now we're getting to this area over here. Wasn't really a part of the scope of this job, but we're gonna try and get this log cleaned up. Cut it in a few pieces and hopefully get it over to the firewood pile over there. And also get that widowmaker down too. All right, let's get to work. So we're all done for the day. This corner looks a lot nicer. Got all the wood out of there. Some big chunks of concrete. And dragged a whole lot of wood out of the forest. Got it all cut up into rounds. They're gonna split it this weekend and be well ready for the winter. And did a little bit of mulching. They wanted to keep all the evergreens for visibility shield, but got a few other unhealthy and dead things taken out of there. Of course, got that big tree taken out and cleaned up. And limbed up a bunch of these evergreens here, opened up the view. Everything looks pretty nice now. All right. On to the next job. Thanks for watching.